Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. So first of all, I offer pranams to our Gurudev, Om Vishnupad, Srimad Bhaktivedanta Narayan Gosai Maharaj, Arupanuga Guru Varga, Sri Bhaktivedanta Madhusudan Gosai Maharaj, Sri Gaur Govinda Gosai Maharaj, all devotees, Sri Gaur Nityananda Prabhu. Thank you for coming. Okay, so welcome everyone. We will now have this 9 days chance to listen to this Ramananda Roy Samvad. Okay, so last night we gave a little introduction. Who is Chaitanya Mahaprabhu? Because in this age of Kali Yuga, very hard to find a pure sadhu. So Krishna himself came as the perfect sadhu. You know? Because when Bhagavan does anything, he does it perfectamente. So most people know about Lord Chaitanya already. Only Chris is there. Hearing will also understand, definitely. So 2 verses are there in the Srimad Bhagavatam. In 11th canto, gracias. In 11th canto, then Nimi Maharaj met the 12 Navayogendras, the 12 sons of, actually 12 brothers of Bharat Maharaj, sons of Rishabdev. So Nimi Maharaj asked many questions, including, please describe the different incarnations for the different yugas. So Satyuga was described.
Anas, can you speak a little up? I can speak.
Treta Yuga was there, and Dwapara Yuga was there. But when Nimi Maharaj asked, please describe the incarnation for Kali Yuga, then the Navayogendra spoke 2 verses. Dayam sada parivib diyam abhistadoham tithaspadam shiva parinchi niddutam saranyam pritati ham pranata patalam bhavabdi potam bande mahapurushate charanarvindam tvattva sadustaja surepsita raja lakshmi dharmishta aja vachachas chadagadharanyam mayam rigam dayata anvatavad bande mahapurushate charanarvindam. Thank you. This is 2 verses describing Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Many people think, who is not in Gaudiya Sampradaya, no, this verse describes Lord Ramchandra. But not possible, because Lord Chandra never appeared in Kali Yuga. He appeared already in the previous Treta Yuga. So this verse definitely refers to Lord Chaitanya. Tvakta Sudustada Surebjata Aja Lakshmi. He gave up the abode of the goddess of fortune, being a very obedient to the curse of the Brahmanas. He left. And what did he do? Maya Mrigam. Many people think this verse refers to Lord Chandra, Lord Ramchandra. Because Maya Mrigam means a deer made of Maya. Maya Mrigam. Like Lord Ram chased the illusory form of Marich, who had taken the form of a deer, chased him into the forest. When he was separated from Sita, that time Ravan kidnapped. But this verse have other meaning also. Maya Mrigam Dayata Anvatava. Who is the deer captured by Maya? That is us, especially the jivas, the conditioned souls in this world. Guru Maharaj would describe like the deer, he's in a nice place. Grass is there, water is there, fruits are there. But in the distance he sees the desert. And the desert makes some, mirage. They say, mirage. So the foolish deer gives up his nice place and chases, goes into the desert. And he thinks water is there. Just now coming, as they say in India. Just now coming. Just now coming. He goes further and further away and gives up his life. Just like the souls in this world. If I can just do this, then I'll be happy. If I can just marry this girl, then I'll be pleased. When she goes away, then I'll be happy. One by one, not understanding where his real self-interest is, we chase the illusion of Maya. So here this verse describes Lord Chaitanya, what he did. He chased those jivas who had run away from him. Other incarnation not like that. Even Krishna. Of course Lord Chaitanya is Krishna, but still in Krishna's Sarup, any demon came near Krishna. Okay. Even that not happened in Krishna's Sarup. Any demon came to Krishna, Krishna just finished them, not changed them. No? But Lord Chaitanya, he is Krishna but more kind form than Sham Sundar. Because Gaur Sundar, the mood of Radhika is there. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu changed the mood of the jivas in a way that even Krishna and other incarnations did not do. Like when Krishna defeated Kaliya, then Krishna was dancing on his head, Tandav Gata Mundan Paranacha Giridhari. Krishna was going to take his life, because each time Krishna danced with his foot, he would press very hard on the head of Kaliya. Kaliya had hundreds of heads. So Krishna was like Bharatanatyam dancing, ta, ta, ta. And Kaliya, ah, ah, ah. So much poison he vomited from his eyes and from his mouth. When all his poison was gone, then he could see Krishna nicely. Oh, what my wives said, this is the Supreme Lord, this is true. So when he had some change in mind, the wives could see. Now he wanted to take shelter of Krishna. Then the wives prayed, oh, don't kill our husband. Actually, at first the wives wanted, he should be dead, because this guy is a big impediment for bhajan. But when he little changed, then the wives prayed. So, that time Kaliya played a very interesting prayer of Kaliya. Hey Bhagavan, you made all jivas, you made all bodies, you made all swabhav, acquired nature. In other words, you made me. Right? And in Bhagavad Gita, Krishna says, better to act according to your own nature. Right? Krishna said to Arjuna, better to do your own nature, own dharma imperfectly, than to do the dharma of another perfectly. So in other words, Kali said, it's your fault. I'm a snake. Snake means envious, angry, violent. You made me. I'm just acting according to my own nature, therefore no fault in me. Actually, Bhagavan could not answer these prayers, because this is true in one sense. So, Bhagavan, you change my body, you change my nature. Krishna said, that is not my department. I have no time for that. Right? If you want to change nature, you go to sadhu. So that's why Chaitanya Mahaprabhu did many things which Krishna did not do, even though Mahaprabhu is Krishna. Krishna never chased anyone. Krishna came, Jaitata mam prapadyante, surrender to me. If you don't surrender to me, tough luck. No? I reciprocate according to your surrender to me. Krishna says, Jaitata mam prapadyante, tamstateva bhajahamiham. Translating who? Okay. Am I speaking too fast? Okay.
Fast and not high enough, because my voice is very low, so I cannot hear both.
Okay. So what can I do?
I don't know.
Okay.
Just continue. Real soft.
No. Yes, anyone who goes near you will suffer, that is true. So, Krishna is merciful, but he only reciprocates according to your surrender. Okay, here we go. Yeah? But Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is not like that. Even those who avoided him, even those who criticized him, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu chased them. So he is most munificent incarnation. Therefore, Dayam Sada Parvi Adistabo Abhistadoham, his lotus feet are the perfect boat for crossing the ocean of birth and death. These lotus feet are meditated upon by Brahma and Shiva. Brahma here means Haridas Thakur, and Shiva means Advaita Acharya. No? These lotus feet are the perfect boat for crossing the ocean of material existence. Tirthaspada means these same lotus feet are the resting place of all pilgrimages. Means the result of going to all pilgrimages is getting a place at the feet of Lord Chaitanya. Also means his lotus feet visited all holy places. Therefore Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he went on many tours. So he stayed in this world 48 years. 24 years in Mayapur, 18 years in Jagannath Puri, and 6 years on tour. South India, first tour. First tour was failure, not failure. After sannyas, he wanted to go to Vrindavan. But so intoxicated by prem, he just moved in circles for 3 days. Then he thought, which way to Vrindavan? Then he met Nityanandapur. He asked Nitai, which way to Vrindavan? Nityananda knew. Vrindavan is this way. But he sent Mahaprabhu back. Vrindavan is this way. Because all the devotees in Mayapur, so much suffering and separation. Mother Sachi, Vishnu Priya. All the devotees, so much separation. So how to save them? To save their life, Nityananda sent Mahaprabhu back. And he came back along the bank of the Ganga to Shantipur. There he met Advaitacharya. Oh, you're also in Vrindavan. Advaitacharya said, yes, wherever you are, that is Vrindavan. So first tour didn't go so well. He could not make to Vrindavan. Nityananda cheated him, came back to Mayapur. Second tour, he said, I want to see my two mothers, Mother Sachi and the Ganga. So he went north. This time hundreds of thousands of people followed him. That time the Muslim king, Hussein Shah, was in charge of Bengal. So he heard a news, one sadhu is traveling with hundreds of thousands of people. They have no accommodation, no food, nothing, but they are following this person. Hussein Shah's minister was Rupa Goswami, chief minister, prime minister actually. So another, he had an advisor called Keshav Khatri. So Keshav. So Hussein Shah asked Keshav, who is this sadhu? Keshav Khatri said, don't worry about it. It's not too much important. Because Hussein Shah was religious fanatic. Many, many people he killed, many Brahmins, millions, thousands, hundreds of thousands of Brahmins he killed. So to protect Lord Chaitanya, Keshav Khatri said, don't give any importance to him. He's nothing. But when he asked Rupa Goswami said, by whose grace you became king? By whose grace you have all your desires fulfilled? That same Allah, that same Bhagavan is now moving in your kingdom. Rupa Goswami directly said. Do not give harm to him. You will only lose. Then Hussein Shah said, yes, I accept. It must be Bhagavan, Allah. Why? Millions of people following them, and he's not giving them anything. He's not giving anything to them, but they're still following him. Right? Not giving them accommodation, not giving food, not giving cloth, nothing. But still they're following him. Therefore I accept. He must be Bhagavan. Right? In this retreat we stopped giving food 2-3 days. Who would stay? Only Bhagavan has this power of attraction. No one else has. So when Rupa and Sanatan came to meet with Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he came to near the border of Mayapur, of Navadvip, Gaur-Mandal. He came near the border. At that time he stayed at the house of Vidya Vachaspati. Vidya Vachaspati, some say Guru of Rupa and Sanatan. very learned person, Guru of Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya also, very learned. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu came to his village, and millions of people were there. Whole village and all forest was smashed. Yes, descriptions are there. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was hiding in the house because millions of people. Everyone was chanting, Jai Sachinandan, Jai Gaura Hari, please give us darshan. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu came out, and hundreds of thousands of people chanting, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Srivas Thakur was there. Srivas Thakur was doing this to the sun. Mahaprabhu said, what are you doing? I'm hiding the sun. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said, that is foolish. How could you hide the sun? Then Srivas Thakur said, no, you are doing the same. In Navadvip you hid yourself. Nobody knew. Who are you? Nobody knew. But now, you are still trying to hide yourself in this village, in this house. Come out. Don't cover the sun. Srivas Thakur spoke like that. So Sanatana Goswami advised to Mahaprabhu, don't go to Vrindavan like this, with hundreds of millions of people. What pilgrimage will be there? Nothing. Just where is food? Where is shelter? Everyone dying of dengue. Don't go like this. Don't go like a magician and his magic show. Sanatana Goswami said. Go to Vrindavan means 2-3 people, very peaceful, sadhu sang, that is Vrindavan. So Mahaprabhu took advice of Sanatana Goswami and he came back. From Kanai Natsali he returned back. So second was also, in material terms, not successful. In the sense Lord Chaitanya could not go anywhere. So third tour, he went all South India. On one excuse, I want to find my brother. Mahaprabhu's older brother is Nitai. This is Chaitanya Mahaprabhu on this side, this is Nityananda Prabhu on this side. Last night was speaking there, but not happy because Thakurji is here. No? And they also want to hear something. This is their pastimes. They also like so much to hear. So we were there and not felt so good. But here is better. No? Even though floor is a little hard and everything. Still. So, Nityananda was born 14 years before Lord Chaitanya. 14 years. No? But how they're brothers, no one understands. Nityananda born from other parents in Ekachakra. Mahaprabhu born 14 years later in Navadvip. And Nityananda only came to Navadvip when Mahaprabhu was 23. That means 27 years never met from the birth of Nityananda. How they are brothers? No? They're brothers because one is Krishna, one is Balaram. That is how they're brothers. No? But Mahaprabhu's older brother, his name was Vishwarup. He is an expansion of Nityananda Prabhu himself. No? Always absorbed in devotion from birth. No? Lord Chaitanya, in early boyhood, everything, he not gave symptoms of devotee. In fact, he gave mostly symptoms of non-devotee. He was absorbed in Vidya Vilas, pastimes of learning, no? Scholarship, debate, nyaya, but bhakti, no. In fact, all devotees used to avoid him, no? Because he would always engage in Shastra art, of means fighting the meaning of the scriptures, like this. So devotees mostly would try to avoid him. Actually, devotees had said they would pray to the Ganga. Oh Ganga, oh Bhagavan, Nimai Pandit is so beautiful, so learned, like Brihaspati, the guru of the demigods. He have all good qualities, proper behavior, beauty, learning, everything he has. But he has no devotion. If he had devotion, we would never leave Nimai Pandit for a second. All devotees would pray, oh Ganga, please give him devotion. The Chaitanya was super soul. He could understand and he would laugh. smile hearing their prayers. So mostly he would capture Gadadhar Pandit, Srivas, not Srivas, he would too much respect Srivas. But Mukunda, Gadadhar, the devotees, Nimai would argue with them. And devotees, they would try, see him, they would try to escape another way. So, but Vishwarup was not like that. From birth, absorbed in bhajan, from birth. Always speaking the meaning, always hearing, always speaking Harikatha with Advaita Acharya. Advaita Acharya opened one school. In Mayapur, the house of Advaita and the house of Lord Chaitanya are like 50 meters distant. So it means next door neighbors. So Gadadhar Pandit would go to this school, Mukunda would go, and Vishwarup and Vaishnavas would go to the school of Advaita Acharya. And there they would always discuss the Bhakti Shastras. Bhagavad Gita, especially Srimad Bhagavatam, different Puranas. So Vishwarupa always absorbed in Harikatha, always absorbed in study of the Shastras, always absorbed in worship of Krishna. But one day his mother and father were talking, now our son is old, we should arrange his marriage. Then what did Vishwarup do? Hopefully this message will go to Kevin. What did Vishwarup do? Vishwarup ran away. No, he took sannyas. He took the name Sankaranya after sannyas. So his parents, Mother Sachi and Jagannath Mishra, so much wept. Because not only they lost their son, they lost Bhagavan as well. So their separation is not material. So much weeping. The different neighbors would try to pacify them. Pacify. Pacificado. See it? See it?
Yes.
Ah, gracias. That's modern Spanish. So the neighbors would pacify Mother Sachi and Vishwarup. You are very fortunate. Your son has taken sannyas. 100 generations will be delivered. So by this knowledge, their minds were pacified. But when again they remembered the qualities of Vishwarup, again they would weep. Oh Vishwarup, oh Vishwarup. Then Nimai pacified his mother, father. Don't worry, mother, father, I will never take sannyas. I will stay a whole life with you. Right? Parents have so much desire. My son will stay with me. He will marry. The little Purushottams will come. Little babies will come. My generation, my parampara will continue. Parents have desire. But main desire, my son should earn money and give to me. That is the main thing. That is main thing. Yes. You think I'm joking? 100%. So, anyway, Nimai pacified. Don't worry, father, I will never take sannyas. I will stay with you. So, anyway, so that didn't happen. So, Nimai gave so much happiness to his mother and father. For that, they remained alive. But afterwards, when Nimai took sannyas, then I don't know what happened to my brother after sannyas. So one reason for Lord Chaitanya visiting South India was to find his brother. Okay. But Bhagavan knows everything, so this is one excuse. So real reason was to meet Ramananda Roy. And also to give mercy to the jivas. Right, Chris? All souls in this world forgot Krishna. No one cares. Think anyone in Ildimahe cares who is Krishna, where is Krishna? No one. They could not forget Krishna more even if they tried. Right? But devotee is very kind. No. So, and Bhagavan is more kind in one sense. Millions of lifetimes we forgot Krishna. But Krishna never forgets about us. No? If again and again he comes in different incarnations. He sends many sadhus, many scriptures. He comes in the form of Harinam. So Lord Chaitanya also went to South India to give mercy to the jivas, the souls. But main reason was to meet with Ramananda Roy. When Chaitanya Mahaprabhu came to Puri, what's the first thing he did? He entered the temple of Jagannath and fell unconscious. The guards wanted to beat him. They thought, he's a loco. He's a loco. Pago. They went to beat him. Then Sarvabhauma stopped. No, don't beat. This is not a loco. Why? Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya is incarnation of Brihaspati, Guru of the demigods. Govinda Mohini knows English. Okay, so he had read about the symptoms of modern bhav, Madanakya. He had read symptoms. There is different ecstatic symptoms in the body, like 8 astasattviks, like tears flowing from eyes, hair standing on end, voice choke, not by cold but by ecstasy, changing color, perspiration, becoming stunned. These 8 symptoms. In this world you can see 3 sometimes. Sometimes a Vaishnava may weep, sometimes hair may stand on end, sometimes become stunned. Sometimes. In this world you can find 3. In this world you can find 3 symptoms. Therefore Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said, Nayanam gad gad asrudara vad vad gad grudhaya gira pula kaya nichatam pupu katat nam garana bhavishyati. O Krishna, when that time will come when tears will flow from my eyes, my voice will be choked, my body will be stunned. In Shikshastakam, these 3. Because sadhaka can have 3, no more. Bhav bhakti, no more. This body cannot take prema. So the prema not possible here in this world. That is only next when you go to Krishna's universe. Oh no, that's going to be hard to explain. Anyway, prema is not possible in this body. Guru Maharaj said, this body is stool and urine. It cannot hold prema. But Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is exhibiting all 8 astasattvic bhavs, all 8, at the same time, in a fully blazing condition. You know, astasattvics also 5 levels: smoky, like smoldering. I don't know if you can read them in Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu. 8 levels. I cannot remember. Anyway, we are nowhere near that, so don't have to research too much. Smoking, little flame coming, but blazing, fully blazing. So Sarvabhauma saw this boy, this sannyasi, 8 symptoms at the same time, in a fully blazing condition. And he knew, then this cannot be any. He thought this is one Mukta Purush, one liberated soul. No? Because he knew this is only possible in the associates of Bhagavan. He also knew that. So, but this is Krishna, he could not understand. But he thought, great soul, liberated soul, he thought. So he stopped the guards from beating. Take him to my house. So all guards carried Lord Chaitanya, like many ants carry a piece of sugar. It's described. Kavi Kanapur describes. And Lord Chaitanya, unconscious many hours. Surup, don't know English yet. Stay away from Russian wife, you will learn English. No, she's not going to translate that. So, Lord Chaitanya unconscious many hours, 8 hours unconscious. Then Nityananda came with Nityananda, Garadha, Jagadananda, maybe Chandrasekhar, maybe Haridas. 5. When the guards saw Nityananda, you see matching. Both is like same. Nityananda little saffron color and Gauranga golden color. Only difference. No? Nityananda little saffron color, little reddish color. No? So they could understand. You know? Lord Chaitanya had no hair, but they could understand. This is some same sampradaya. So the guards, your Guru came a few hours ago, they said. Your Guru came, he caused so much disturbance. He went in the altar, he tried to embrace Jagannath, all the security came, people still talking about it. So they said, we understand you are the same Sampradaya, you are both Bengalis. So please don't cause any disturbance. The God's request, don't do anything crazy. Nityananda said, don't worry, I'm not like that. Our Guru is crazy, but I'm not like that. I'm very peaceful, very normal. Like that. Nityananda spoke like that. Guru Dev is a little crazy, but we are not like that. So Nityananda went inside, but when he saw the deities, and he became mad, he jumped on the altar. Lord Chaitanya not jumped on the altar. Nityananda jumped on the altar, embraced Baladev, and took garland of Baladev, put on his own neck. Then God tried to stop him. This God is very strong. Very strong. They said, well, when they caught Nityananda, they fell like 6-7 meters back. Not that far, like 2-3 meters back. Because just touching the cloth of Nityananda, they fell like that. They thought, who is this Nityananda? Who is he? We can control even elephants. This Nityananda, his power is unlimited. Also, anyone jump on the altar and do like that to Baladev, they will die. But he's not dead, he's very happy. So all gods respected him. I could understand this some great person also. So they asked, where is our Guru? Oh, he's there in the house of Sarvabhauma. Please take us. Anyway, I don't want to tell the whole story of Sarvabhauma. This is not the main thing. But they all chanted the ear of Lord Chaitanya. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Lord Chaitanya came to consciousness. Hari Bol, he chanted. Hare Krishna. So Sarvabhauma did pranam to Lord Chaitanya because Lord Chaitanya was sannyasi. So he did pranam, Om Namo Narayana. Mayavad belief. When you take sannyas, you're God. So I want to say a bit more respect given right now. I believe. All jiva is Narayan. They believe. All jiva is God. Mayavadi believe that. I'm God, you're God, everything's God. Except you say Krishna is God, then they have problem with that. But they believe. No difference between the individual soul and super soul. So especially when they say, when you take sannyas, that means liberated platform. Mayavadi believe like that. So who's liberated means he's God. He realized he's God. So when Mayavadi do pranam to each other, what they say? Om Namo Narayana. I give pranam to you, Lord Narayan. But devotees never think like that. Devotees think everyone is servant of Krishna. So when Sarvabhauma did Om Namo Narayan, Lord Chaitanya blessed him. Krishna Matirastu. When you think of Krishna. Then Sarvabhauma was like, he dressed like Mayavadi, Lord Chaitanya. Lord Chaitanya had no sikha. Lord Chaitanya has no Brahmin thread. We draw him like that so people don't understand he is devotee. But actually he don't have these things. Sarvabhauma thought he is Mayavadi. So when Chaitanya said, Krishna Matastu, I bless you to think of Krishna, then he realized, no, he is not Mayavadi. He is Vaishnava. He is devotee. Anyway, long story. No, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Then they're speaking, Sarvabhauma speaking. Oh, where are you from? I am from Navadvip. Navadvip. And then Sarvabhauma also born in Navadvip. And his guru, Vidyavachaspati, is there. So that connection is there. So Nilamba Chakravarti is Lord Chaitanya's grandfather. Mother Sachi's father. And Nilamba Chakravarti and Vachavijaspati have a relationship. Some relationship, cousin brothers, something like that. So Sarvabhauma knows Lord Chaitanya's family. He knows everything. And from the same area, oh yes, I know your father, I know your grandfather, like this. So Lord Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya said, this sannyasi is very young, very beautiful. How will he maintain sannyas? Why? He don't know anything. No sabe nada. He's foolish, sentimental. Sannyas means to study Vedanta, initiation. I'll give him re-initiation and proper sannyas. Because he is Bharati, this is like 10th class sannyas. No? Sannyas, Mayavad sannyas have 10 orders, and Bharati is like last. No? But I give him proper sannyas like Saraswati, like this. Puri, this is high class sannyas. Bharati, yes, also. No? So anyway, long talk is there. Gopinath Bhattacharya hearing this. Gopinath Bhattacharya, right? He said to Sarvabhauma, who are you? Who you think you are? Who is this sannyasi? You think he is ordinary soul? He is not soul, he is the soul of all souls. He is Krishna himself. Krishna is the guru of all the Vedas. Last night we were saying so much. Krishna is original guru. So Krishna is the source of all the Vedas. Right? Krishna says in Gitas, Vedas chachaham aham eva vedyo, Vedanta krit veda krit eva chaham. Krishna says to Arjuna, I am the guru of the Vedas. I am the goal of the Vedas. I am the speaker of the Veda. By all the Vedas, I am understood. And you will teach him the Veda. Gopinath said, you will teach him the Veda, the Vedanta. And he's not low-class sannyasi. This is Bhagavan himself. No? The worshipful deity even for the liberated souls. So some argument was there. So afterwards, they said to Mahaprabhu, and Mahaprabhu agreed, yes, Sarvabhauma is like my father. He will protect my sannyas dharma. I accept. So 7 days and 7 days, Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya spoke the Mayavad explanation of Vedanta. Bhagavan has no eyes, no nose, no mouth, no hands, no legs, no pastimes, no name, no activities, no energy, nothing. So what did Chaitanya Mahaprabhu do? He sat there like a potato. No energy, no form, no name, no qualities. No. What do you want? Not that. 7 days, Sarvabhauma explained, and he was so learned because the guru of the demigods, Brihaspati. After 7 days, Mahaprabhu not said one word, yes, no, very good, nothing. But your explanation, impossible to understand. Your explanation is like a cloud to cover the real meaning. I cannot understand one word of your explanation. But the original verse, very easy to understand. Then Sarvabhauma, what? No, I'm explaining the verse. And you say you cannot understand my explanation? Then Chaitanya Mahaprabhu spoke his understanding of the Vedanta. That is called Gaudiya Vedanta. The Bhakti Vedanta. The real meaning of the Vedanta is devotion, bhakti. Jivera nistala lagi sutta koilopyas mayavad basa sunale hoi sarvanas. Vyasadeva compiled the Vedanta to liberate all the souls. But you hear the commentary of Sankaracharya, you lose everything. So, big fight was there between Sarvabhauma and Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Then finally Chaitanya Mahaprabhu cut all his arguments to pieces. Because Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is Krishna. Krishna's body is made of knowledge. Gyan Sarup. Who can defeat him? His breathing is the 4 Vedas. All knowledge is in the Vedas. That is Krishna's breathing. It means without effort. How much effort to breathe? Nothing. So without effort, Krishna gave all knowledge to this world. His breathing is the 4 Vedas. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu cut all his arguments to pieces. Then finally Mahaprabhu said, is it not the fault of Sankaracharya? Vishnu ordered him to make this imaginary commentary. And he spoke one quote from Padma Purana, Mayavadam asat shastram pracham bodhayam uchiti. Vishnu ordered to Shiva, Kalo Brahmana Murtina, in Kali Yuga you should appear as a Brahman. Concentrate. O Shankar, in Kali Yuga appear in the form of a Brahman. Compile imaginary scriptures. and bewilder the demons by Mayavad philosophy. Because bhakti fulfill all desires. And what does devotee pray for? Hey, give me your seva, Krishna. Oh, Krishna, I want to make you happy. Devotee pray like that. But what demon will pray for? Oh, Krishna, give me an atomic bomb. Kill him. No. I want this woman. Give me that money. Finish this guy. He's my enemy. And devotion will give that. Devotion give whatever you want. So if one demon enters the devotee, if one demon lives in the temple, how much one demon cause disturbance to all the devotees? So demon, if they do devotion, only cause disturbance to Bhagavan and to devotees. So keep demons away from devotion. This is the Lord's plan. What time we finish?
9.
Don't get your hopes up. 9:30, right? How's breakfast going? Going good? We have time.
How long?
No, I'm not asking, just so everything should be on time.
How long? How many days did Chaitanya Mahaprabhu respond?
That is not described.
I didn't say.
A few hours, 1-2 hours. So Mahaprabhu destroyed all his arguments when he spoke. This is not the fault of Sankaracharya. Vishnu ordered him. Then Sarvabhauma becomes. He cannot answer that time. He cannot answer. Then Sarvabhauma have a doubt. There's one verse. Can you explain this? Atmanamas chamuneo nirgranti apiyoru kurmi kurvanti ohitikim bhakti tumbuto ganohari. Lord Krishna has such wonderful qualities. He attracts even the liberated souls. Can you describe this verse? Mahaprabhu said you describe. So Sarvabhauma describes 7 different meanings. 7. And so learned person, so wonderful explanation. Then Mahaprabhu smiled. Very good. Then Sarvabhauma said, can you speak more? But in his mind he's thinking, no one can speak more than that. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said, I will try. So he spoke 14 explanations. He not even used anything from his 7 explanations. 14 completely new explanations. Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya, his tongue fall on the ground. 14. Afterwards he described to Sanatan 64. Then Sarvabhauma becomes stunned. Such explanation is impossible for any jiva. Impossible. Such explanation only possible for Bhagavan. So what Gopinath said, this is Krishna himself, this is true. I understand. So all Sarvabhauma's pride was destroyed. He fell at the feet of Lord Chaitanya. And Lord Chaitanya showed him, I am 4-handed Narayan, who gave the Vedic knowledge in the heart of Brahma. I am 6-handed Sadbhuj, 2-hand flute, 2-hand bow and arrow, 2-hand danda and kamandalu. 6 form. 6-handed form. Then he showed him I am Radha Krishna. These 3 darshan. Then Sarvabhauma became devotee. So, Sarvabhauma tried many ways that Lord Chaitanya should not go to South India. Because everyone wants Krishna near me. So, when Lord Chaitanya was determined to go, then Sarvabhauma prayed to Lord Chaitanya. Tabe Sarvabhauma kohe Prabhure charane avashya polibe Prabhu more nivedane Ramananda Roy ache Govardhana tire adhikara hoyena tenova Vidyanagari. You will go to South India. There is one town called Vidyanagar, one district, Vidyanagar. At that time you will get a chance, you must meet with Ramananda Roy. He is a government officer. Government officer works for other person. Okay, this is Sudra. Sudra means who works for other person. But Sudra Visaya Gyani Apeksha na Koribe Amar Vachanatar Avashya Mile. So Sarvabhauma said to Lord Chaitanya, please meet with Ramananda Roy. don't think he is like a materialist or a Sudra. Don't think. Actually, Guru Ramananda Roy was like king. He was practically the king. King was Prataparudra, but actually a real king was Ramananda Roy. He was doing everything. So don't think he's like a king, a materialist. Don't think he is a Sudra. No. No. You must meet with him. Tuma sangre yogya teno ek jan prithivi nash rasik bhakta nahi tarasam. In this world there is no one equal to him. He is a great Rasik Vaishnava. Right? Rasik Vaishnava. Rasik Vaishnava is very high term. No? Two people will relish the Bhagavatam, Bavuka and Rasik. Iti rasa bhavika. No? Two people can relish the Bhagavatam. The Bhavuk means in the stage of Bhav Bhakti, and Rasik one in the stage of Rasamoy Bhakti. Understand? Bhavuk means, like we are doing Mangalati, we are doing Ekadasi, we are chanting Harinam, we are sadhaks. Right, Chris? Why are you hearing about Krishna? Why are you chanting about Krishna? What's your goal?
I want to come back home.
No. You want to serve Krishna. What if Krishna says, don't go home, stay here and serve me? What are you going to do? Say, no, I give my resignation?
No, but serve him.
Okay, so goal is not to go back home, goal is to serve. Okay, wherever Krishna wants me. Krishna wants me here, I'm ready to serve, birth after birth. And Krishna wants me there, okay, I go there and serve, but goal is seva. Okay? In the beginning we say back home, back to Godhead. But is it, because you say, anyway, don't want to cheat people too much, but we do a little bit. Go home, back to Godhead, free from birth and death. Oh yes, good, good. But the truth is, no. Birth after birth, we are ready for slaving here. Birth after birth. But we don't tell at the beginning, otherwise no one will ever join. Devotees have no desire even to go there. They have no desire. Wherever Krishna wants me, I just want to serve. But of course, when qualified, of course, Krishna takes you there anyway. But devotees have not that desire. So the goal of devotee is to achieve the stage of Bhav Bhakti. Okay? Each soul has an eternal relation with Radha Krishna. Right? As Das Sakya Vatsalya Madhu. Some have eternal nature to be servants of Krishna. Some have eternal nature to be friend of Krishna. Some have eternal nature to be like mother and father of Krishna. Some have eternal nature to be beloved of Krishna. So to achieve that eternal spiritual form, that is called Bhav Bhakti. I think. No? But even after that, no, one cannot go to Krishna directly. Maybe I shouldn't tell him all this. Because still you have a material body. And in Goloka Vrindavan there's no material bodies. No? So if one reaches the stage of Bhav Bhakti, that means that in this world, no more desire, no more material desire. No? That is Mahabhagavat. Even Mahabhagavat, 3 levels of Mahabhagavat. Okay? But that's another topic. So at that time, if you reach the stage of Bhav Bhakti and you die, Nitya-lila we say, then Yogamaya transfers you to another universe where Krishna is doing his pastimes. Right? Understand, Chris?
Yeah.
Krishna came here 5,000 years ago and then he moved to another universe. Okay? He's not here now, in one sense. So if you do good sadhana bhajan, then Yogamaya transfers you. Okay? Whole life, no cigarettes, no ganja, no girls. Whole life just seva, under proper guidance, high class Vaishnavas, no? Then Yogamaya will transfer you to another universe where Krishna is doing his lila. That time you take birth as a gopi. You take birth as a friend of Krishna. From birth, you're with baby Krishna, from birth. No? Then you have relationship. Then in that spiritual body, one can develop prema. Okay? In that spiritual body, not this one. Then in that spiritual body will appear many ecstatic transformations.
Maharaj,
Sorry.
can you come just one little, just...
I cannot go down from prema.
Just go a little back again. Just
if one reaches the stage of Bhav Bhakti, then Yogamaya transfers you to another universe, right, where Krishna is doing his pastimes, and Krishna's Prakat Lila. And there, you would take birth from the womb of Krishna's devotees, Krishna's associates. Okay? That time, from birth, you have that feeling, I am Brijabasi. I am born in Vrindavan. This is my mother and father. This is my uncle. This is my auntie. Right? So, then, you have a spiritual body. You're born as an associate of Krishna in this world. So in that spiritual body, you will also develop more feelings for Krishna. Sneha, prema, sneha, man, pranay. And in this spiritual body, many feelings will come. That is called Rasik, a Rasik Vaishnava. Rasik Vaishnava is not some easy term. Right? So here, Sarvabhauma said, don't neglect Sarvabhauma thinking he is materialist or a government officer. He is the best of the Rasik Vaishnavas. That means Sarvabhauma understand he is eternal associate of Krishna. Otherwise, how can be Rasik? Right? When Krishna comes to this world, Krishna's devotees come with him, not like us. We came 5,000 years later. We missed the boat. Right? No problem, but at least we're here. We can hear and chant. Right? So Sarvabhauma now understands who is Ramananda Roy. He is best of Rasik devotees. And I think in this world there is no one else who is fit for your association apart from Ramananda Roy. There is no one who can compare with him in knowledge of Ras, Bhakti Ras, the feelings of devotion. In this world, no one has more knowledge than him. Imagine how high. Pandit Ar Bhakti Ras Duhra Teno Sim. He is learned Pandit, very learned in the scriptures. And he is full of Bhakti Ras. Sometimes devotee may be Ras, but not learned in Shastra.